Hello everyone! Today we are going ahead and playing with the new game pack for The Sims 4. We are playing The Sims 4 Werewolves. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. I have already played this pack off camera, but this is my first time playing it with you guys, so I'm so excited to do so. Hey, what's up? How you going? You know, all that good stuff, but I'm keen to play with this pack some more. I played with it the day it came out. I believe it came out on a Friday, and I had worked that morning and I came home and played all night, but I had to go to bed early because I worked all day Saturday and all day Sunday. And so I'm only just getting around to filming this Monday. So the pack has been out for a couple of days now. I hope that if you purchased it, you've gone ahead and had some time to enjoy it as well. I definitely logged a couple of hours into it, but I'm now excited to finally be able to film and play it with you guys. So, as you can see right now, we're giving a little woofy makeover to our sim here, Erica Richards. Now, she might look a little bit familiar. A little bit familiar, if you will. She might look a little bit familiar because she was from, first of all, the Seasons LP. She was a toddler in the Seasons LP. We aged her up and we were going to play with her for the Cottage Living LP in Henford-on-Bagley. It just didn't happen, girly. I don't know. It just didn't. So she's back. I thought I'd give her a second opportunity, or more like a third opportunity at life on the channel. And I decided to go ahead and move her on into Moonwood Mills to eventually become a werewolf. I gave her the new werewolf aspiration, but because she already had an aspiration, she won't get the bonus trait from that, and her traits are already set. I'll go over all that in the footage you're about to see. Right now we're just seeing a speed cast, and then we're going to see a speed build, but then I will just jump into a regular LP video. I didn't think this warranted doing like a whole separate cast video and a whole separate build. I just wanted to give her a little spruce up, some outfits, show you guys some of the cast assets. And I also wanted to give the house a bit of a spruce up because I feel like most people will be using this house for their LPs, the one and only really starter home in this pack. So I thought I'd give it a bit of a spruce up so it looks a little bit different to if everybody else is just playing as is, you know what I mean? I wanted to give it a bit of a unique flair, but basically Erica did live in Henford-on-Bagley. She tried to make it on her own. Things got a little bit juicy. You'll hear more about that in the footage as I kind of remember what happened with her, because I did film about 2 or 3 Cottage Living LP episodes that never saw the light of day on the channel. So I did make some relationships for her. That's as far as I'll get into it because I want you guys to have the genuine experience of like seeing it for the first time when I remembered it. And yeah, so basically she's moved away from all of that drama and, you know, just the perfectness of Henford-on-Bagley where everything was so prim and proper, and she had the expectations of her family all around her. Now she's gone and moved here against her parents' desires, and she's going to be living it up to see, are there really werewolves in Moonwood Mill, whatever it's called. I get tongue twisted. Anyway, into the LP. Enjoy. Bye. Hi there. Whoop. Okay. She turned around. All right. She's clapping. Okay. Anyway, all this to say, welcome to the beginning of the Werewolves LP. I haven't filmed it yet, but I know that I am... Oh, she's straight up just like on the bathroom. Okay. Let's give her some privacy. Welcome. I know that I would have just had a little intro of everything, like saying welcome and hey and all that good stuff just before this, because I filmed a little crypticsim makeover and a build by makeover that I'm going to have at the beginning of this video with a voiceover introducing the LP and whatnot. So you just heard that, but for me, I haven't filmed it yet, so I feel like I need to like say hi. So hi, welcome. We are going ahead and playing with the Werewolves LP. I'm so excited. I played it a little bit over the weekend. Honestly, not a lot because I worked all weekend. So, you know, I didn't really have all the time that I wanted to explore it. I only got to play it. I think I played it for about 5 hours. So, you know, about that. But yes, here is our sim, Erica Richards. If you didn't watch the Seasons LP, she was like the youngest one. I was going to do a Cottage Living LP with her, and I decided not to in the end. I didn't end up like actually doing it. So here we are in Werewolves, and I've moved her into this house that probably everybody's playing in at the moment, but it was the one that came with like the starter home-esque house that came with this world. And so here we are. We're living here. Erica has moved here. I would have already explained most of that anyway just recently. So that's that. This is her. This is she. And I gave her the new aspiration. So that's what we're going to be doing. She wants to become a werewolf. And I was just thinking, like, I played a little bit off camera. And once you become a werewolf, you can kind of low-key earn bank from doing certain things with werewolves. I won't, like, get into it because we're going to do it in the LP. Just in case this is, like, the one and only LP you're watching, which I highly doubt. But, you know, if you haven't played it, I won't spoil it. But basically, there are ways to earn decent cash in this world as a werewolf. She's not a werewolf yet, though. She's just a regular sim. She does have some relationships and whatnot, and like family members and all that good stuff. So maybe I'll run you through her family tree to introduce you to her a little bit more. So her parents are Joshua and Abby Richards. She has an older sister, Rachel, an older brother, Archer, and then herself, Erica. Both of them, like that's all they're doing. They live in Henford on Bagley now. And Erica is lactose intolerant, animal enthusiast, goofball. She has a collector aspiration because she originally, the collector trait because she originally had the nature aspiration, but I changed it so she didn't get the benefit from the aspiration. She likes blues music. She likes wellness, baking, fishing, gardening, handiness, cooking, and singing. She likes the colors orange, red, and yellow. And she likes boho and farmhouse decor. I don't know if this falls under her decor. Oh, it might. Yeah, she likes something. Oh, shiver me timbers. Okay. Here's the thing. I did play with Erica for a couple of parts. I filmed, I think, 2 parts of Cottage Living LP that I never ended up uploading. Whole story, but anyway. And I had her set up to want to get married for inheritance money, and it was going to be like a part of the LP that we were doing. And I think I was even trying to like get someone to like her, Thomas. But then I realized Thomas was married and he's a stay-at-home dad. Okay, I just remembered about all that. So I think, you know, she was really good friends with Rami, who is Thomas's wife. And she had a little affair going on with Thomas. She was planning on, for this inheritance money, getting married to Thomas, but then she felt too guilty. She wanted to savor their relationship, but she just couldn't like go to the Watson household and hang out with their family and act like nothing was happening. So she went ahead and moved to here. What is this town called? Hold on, I've forgotten. Moonwood Mill. That is a real freaking tongue twister. Moonwood Mill. No, Moonwood Mill. Moonwood Mill. The Moonwood Mill. I might honestly just call it Moonwood, because I imagine the mill part is because it was like factory mills or whatever. So she moved to Moonwood. Is that what it was called? Moonwood Mill. Yeah. She moved to Moonwood Mill to get away from all that life. She wasn't doing too successfully on her little hobby farm, and she had all this stuff going on with her like family back there, and so she has just decided to go ahead and move here, which is fair enough, girly. We support you branching out and moving away from what was familiar and doing your own thing. So that's what she's doing, but I don't want her to get a job, because in my current household that I will probably eventually show you, my sim, she was a werewolf from the get-go, and I kind of had her like become like, she was already a werewolf and she was doing all the werewolfy things, and it was like quite easy to make money, and she's like already rolling in it after only 5 hours of gameplay. So I don't want her to have a job, because my sim did have a job, and that was like, you know, what was making us struggle. I think we should maybe buy a selling table. Okie dokie. There we go. Let's shuffle these over a little bit maybe. I kind of want this to sit like right there. Alrighty, there we go. She also has some plants. I think I will have her plant some plants and have a little garden over here. I think that could be a really cool idea. because she's into gardening and, you know, whatever works. She moved here because, you know, her life was kind of in shambles. Maybe we should still try and have her marry someone. I don't know. I want to go ahead and start a yard sale and see if any cute werewolfy boys or girls come on over, or anyone, not boys and girls, like men and women, any potential people who are eligible human beings for us to date, and then Katrina rocks up, and then marry within 3 sim days. That is what we are after right now. Katrina, unfortunately, I don't think you fit the bill. I kind of wanted someone from the New World to come. I'm going to be honest. You guys are all old news. I was not Judith Ward. I was kind of hoping to get her married to like a werewolf. Excuse me. I don't care if it's thundering. We need money. I don't know why we need money. I guess it's to pay our bills. We're not chatting with Judith. Okay. Where are all the townsfolk? Do they not want to buy our lovely mushrooms? Or these aren't lovely. These are just wild. Oh, Rami's calling us. I heard you became friends with my freaking husband. He's pretty cool, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Ha ha ha. Okay. Don't know how you got my number. I moved away. But anyway. Okay, it's literally thundering. It's spring. And it is a new moon today. So there's that. We're earning a couple of bucks per mushroom. It's honestly not enough. Jeffrey Landgrab just got struck by lightning. Okay, yeah, girlie, I'm not going to blame you. That is probably a good cue to head on inside. Huh. Hey, honey, it's my dad. When are you going to come? I mean, hey, honey, it's your dad. When are you going to come visit? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's just have him come over. He can come over and see our new house after we finish taking a panicked poop. Oh, he just let himself in. Okay, anyway, this is Erica's dad. We probably won't be seeing like too much of her family, honestly, because they live in Henford-on-Bagley and she's kind of moved here to get away from all that jazz. So, you know, we'll just, whenever they want to come visit us, they can visit us, but that'll probably be about it. Can all you people go home? I don't think they can. I think they're here forever. All right, we'll talk to our dad. Can we give our dad a love day gift? Let's give him some earbuds. You can give your dad a Valentine's Day gift, sure. Oh, he freaking hated it. Let's ask him about werewolf packs. I wonder if he knows anything. She's like, I heard that there's werewolves around here. Get this, Erica. 2 rival packs with completely opposite ways of life slapped together in one tiny town. And they're all werewolves. Mark my word. That Moonwood Mill is a ticking time bomb. You couldn't pay me enough simoleons to move somewhere like that. Wow, Dad is really not happy that we went ahead and moved to Moonwood Mill. He's quite upset about it. He's probably concerned. He's like, Erica, you can come home with me right now. I can set you up on the lounge. It'll be all good. Let me drive you home. And we're like, no, Dad, it's fine. There's no freaking werewolves, bro. It's all good. I was just wondering. I'd heard the rumor too. This kid is just like running around. Where are all the werewolves? Where are they at? Here's someone. Is anyone in this town single? Christopher. Hey, Christopher. All right, Dad. I'm exhausted, but I'm going to go. Why doesn't Christopher want to talk to me? Is it because it's raining? Okay, there is literally 100. There's literally a werewolf right here. Here's a werewolf, guys. Our first werewolf. Why does he look so meek and scared? Wolfgang. He's like, I don't know about this, guys. Should we probably go inside? We might catch a cold. I don't have any shoes. None of us have any shoes on. Where is everybody's shoes? Do you have socks on? No, okay. He has shoes on. I thought our dude Christopher had socks on, but no shoes. But don't worry. He has shoes on. Right, we're exhausted. We're scared. Okay, no, we're not going inside. Okay, Joshua, you can come down here if you like. Let's go introduce ourselves to everyone. Would she be freaked out by seeing a werewolf right now? Beastly present from being near a transformed werewolf. You can never be too careful around werewolves, especially transformed ones. Oh no. Can we introduce ourselves to him? But yeah, he's like happy as. He's scared of the thunder and lightning just like us. We kind of might need to find a wife or husband in the next couple of days. Oh, is there a werewolf fight going on? Sheesh, okay. This is a lot. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Who is this? Is that Lily? It's Lily and Wolfgang. I love how there's a werewolf fight going on in the background and Erica is just like, hey, he's single. All right, that's it. We're getting married. It's happening. I thought he was married to Lily for some reason, because whenever he visits me in my current household, he's always coming with Lily, so I just assumed that's what the vibe was, like that they live together. Maybe they do live together, but they're not married. You can ask for a cursed bite. We'll have to do that eventually. She's obviously got to become a werewolf, right? That's the end goal. Let's go ahead and ask about Moonwood Mill. That is never going to be easy to say. He's a freelance programmer. Okay. Alright, I actually met Wolfgang here in Moonwood Mill. I believe he first came here to get away from the bustle of the city to unwind. He discovered a lot more than he expected to imagine. Ha! Alright, let's go home. It's been kind of... Okay, Thomas wanted to go to the city with us. We're not going to the hustle and the bustle of the city. We are passing out face first into the mud over here. What a beautiful place to pass out though. Honestly, gorgeous. This town is beautiful so far. Way too many children just running around, traumatized, considering the amount of werewolves that live here. But, oh, our dad is still here. Okay, you know what? We should probably come inside and... Oh, our dad's gonna get going. All right, bye, Dad. Oh my God. To top things off, she slipped over in a muddy puddle. All right, awesome. Let's just... Can we change out of our wet clothes? Let's change out of our wet clothes. Go ahead and light a fire. Did she change out of them? Yeah, she did. Okay, we'll light a fire. Let's warm ourselves. And then I think we're just going to have to go ahead and put her straight to sleep because honestly, this has been a day of days. And I don't know if we can do much more with today, but I just wanted to go ahead and introduce you guys to Erica, to her life. She needs to marry someone in the next 2 days, so maybe we could go ahead and do a quick shotgun werewolf wedding real quick. Werewolf wedding, that sounds like a good YouTube episode title. So, oh, she's overheating? Okay, well, that's good. I thought you would have been freezing, so, okay, yeah, go to bed. I'm going to send her off to bed. Thank you guys for watching the first part of the Werewolf LP. We're just going to be playing with Erica and just experiencing the werewolf pack and getting to see what it's all about. And yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and get married to a werewolf. I don't know if we'll stay with this werewolf forever, like who knows, but we're just going to get married to him for the sake of money. We're marrying for money. And so that, you know, I'm sure if you're married to a werewolf, they're going to like 100% be happy to turn you into a werewolf. So that's what we'll do. Whether or not we stay with him, honestly, I don't even know if he will like live with us. Maybe we could have like one of those relationships where you're together but you have your own houses. I don't know. We'll see how we go. But until next time, I hope you will have a very snazzy day and I'll see you all soon. Bye.